Hola, bienvenidos. Hello, welcome to this unboxing of the JBL Charge 5. I have these speakers right here. This is the Beats Pill Plus, and then we have the JBL Clip 3 right here. So let's get to this unboxing. The one thing I want to mention, I am not an expert at all like that, not like a super professional and all this stuff. I just love music, I love audio, and this is just my opinion. I'm not getting paid for any of this or anything like that. This is my money that I spent on this. So this is literally my just brutal, honest review and all that. So it's not just the unboxing, it's also a review. So with that being said, let's get to it. This also, let me say that this is an open box item that I purchased. So let's see if it came in the actual box or if they just wrapped it up. So let's get to it. Like I said, they got the bubble wrap, extra secure. Okay, from what I could see is that it did not come in a box. It was wrapped up. Put this to the side. So I guess it was just wrapped up in bubble wrap. And here it is. It comes with a cable. So I don't have like the full experience. Like I don't have the full like thing where like it comes in a nice box, unopened. But it's okay. What we're here for is to hear how it sounds, right? So here's the JBL with the USB A to USB C charging cable, right? Which, by the way, you got the charging port in the back, right? You got this in the back, the charging port to charge it up, and this, I'll get to this in a bit, so that way I can give you guys the little specs. They did change the logo, as you can tell. You see, this one just has the regular little logo, which, by the way, actually, let me bring up this huge guy up. I'll put this in front, put this to the side a little bit. I do have the JBL boombox. Look at that beast. It's big, right? I got this maybe back in 2018. 2018, about 2018. Yes, that's when I got it. Brought it out just so you guys could just see it. You can see the logo a little better, and the size difference as well, right? Size comparison. Of course, this guy's gonna be a beast, right? But I got this one to use more outside than anything else. So let me put this guy to the side because it's not about this guy; it's about this guy right here. So, little bits of this guy right here. Like I said, is USB-C charging, right? The charging port. You get up to 20 hours of playtime. Now, I don't know if that's true because you do have to test it out. Most likely you could, and it's probably when you have it like at 50% volume, I would say. Because usually that's what I find when I've used other products. It does have waterproof and dustproof. It's IP67 on this right here. So that's nice. I like that. That means you could have it by the pool, have it in the shower, go to the beach on the sand. It should be fine. It would be fine. So that's nice. It can connect to two devices. So the nice part about it is that since you can connect it to two devices at once, So let's say you're the one playing the music, and then out of nowhere, like you don't have the next song loaded up or whatever. Your friend could actually be connected, and they could go right ahead and play their music and take over for a bit. Or you guys could go back and forth, whatever. I play one song, you play one song, you play two songs, I play two songs, whatever it might be. You guys could go back and forth, right? So you could have two devices connected at once, which is nice. That's beautiful, in my opinion. It does have this new connection as far as, because I know you guys have heard about JBL and how you could go right ahead and connect to multiple like JBL speakers as well. The thing is here, just like I showed you with the big guy, because this guy's small. This guy does not connect to other speakers at all. But the big one that I shown you guys, that one, the you can't connect to that one because it's the older generation. That's the problem. It's an older generation. Now, if you were to get two of those same generation of the one that I just showed, the big one, or any of the other ones, because they do have the Charge 4, um, the what's the other one, the JBL Flip. Like, they have all these other ones that are the older generation, so you can connect to those. Now, for these, you need the newer generation. You need the newest. So, like, you could get another JBL Charge 5, or you could get the JBL Extreme 2. So it has to be the Extreme 2. It cannot be the Extreme 1, the first generation. Um, and you'll be able to connect. Now, the thing that they call it is, and I have the notes here to the side to make sure I don't miss anything for you guys, but it's called the Party Boost, which is this little thing right here, right? That little thing. Um, it's a little button where, like, you just click that and it'll connect to the other JBL speakers. As far as the top buttons, you do have your volume down, up, play, pause, double tap to go to the next song, triple tap to go to the previous song. You do have your power and your Bluetooth. So you do have your typical buttons that basically all speakers have. So yeah, so like I said, you cannot connect to the old ones. That's the only thing that's like the downside to it. So I won't be able to I won't be able to connect to my to this one, to the big one. You can also, now I could get to the what I said earlier. You know how I opened the back up right here, right? Like how I just opened it up. So this back here, you'll connect the USB A to whatever it might be, USB C, to like an Apple, uh, what's it called? I'm like losing my train of thought. But anyways, you could go right ahead and actually charge up like any electronics. So let's say I wanted to charge up this little guy, I could actually charge it up if I felt like it. You could charge up your phone. So it is a power bank. Of course, it's going to drain the battery a lot faster. It won't last those 20 hours like the way it says. So I want to go right ahead and do a nice little comparison as far as sound. So I'm going to compare it to this guy. He is a lot smaller. I already have a feeling of what might happen, of who's going to win. Because this Beats Pill Plus, I've had it for years. I've had it since like it first came out, which I can't remember when it first came out. He's a little dented. He's been through a rough time, with me. So let's get to that test now. Okay, so we have the setup ready. Let me start with this guy right here. All right. Start with the Beats Pill Plus. It's powered on. It's connected. And I will be playing non-copyrighted music. Don't know any of these songs that we'll be playing. So let's get to it. And now let's switch over to the JBL.
I was angry before.
switch it over to a different song now. Let's switch it back to the Beats Pill. And here we go.
Baby, wait, I know that you're afraid, but it'll be okay if you just stay with me. And we can run from here, and we can disappear, and they won't find us.
Now let's switch it over to the JBL.
Dear, so baby, hold on to me, 'cause I know I can make it. Something that only we can see. Oh, so baby, hold on to me, hold on to me.
So now that we finished the whole sound test, um, I already knew that this was gonna happen. I knew that this guy was gonna win. I mean, look at the size. It's well, even just putting it right in front of it, it's much bigger. The thing is, I've had this guy for a while. Like I said, I've had him for such a long time, uh, and I knew that with this guy, in order for me to get the oomph, to get that bass going, he either has to be up against a wall or even just a little bit, probably about like this far from a wall, or the corner, using a corner, where the two walls meet, to get that oomph, because it uses the back, to go right ahead and reflect off and give you that power, a little bit of that power. So, like I said, I already knew not only that, but then forgot to mention I do have the first Beats boombox that they came out with, that is powered and everything. He's back there in the back in the corner. I don't know if you guys can see him, but he's in the back. I guess you could say he's retired. I'm not gonna get rid of it because that was my first speaker from Beats. When I switched over from having like a whole stereo system. Yes, I did used to have like a whole stereo system with like the 5 disc and all that. So I used to have that. So yeah, so I already knew, because with that one you also have to do the same. You have to use a corner or a wall to give you the oomph. Like, it even would come in the little booklets that you get when you purchase any speakers. Like I said on there, if you want better sound results or better bass, use a corner or the wall. So I kind of knew that this guy was gonna lose at that point. Yes, he does have more like mids and highs. It's more present in that sense, but it is lacking a lot in the bass. Meanwhile, this little beast right here, from the test we did, he has that bass. It has that bass. It definitely does. Does it have too much bass? At least for my liking, it seems like it's fine. It doesn't. Maybe, in my opinion, maybe I would have brought up a little bit of the mids, just a little bit, just to have a little bit more of the clarity, almost like just to have it a little bit even with the bass, or as close to it. But it's still not bad. It's still not bad at all. And the thing is, like I said, this guy is not water resistant, so I was always having trouble because I was using this when I would take a shower. Um, I was having trouble with like switching songs or volume up or down. And the thing is, I do use my phone, which that's what I'm using right now to record. I would use my phone to go right ahead and play music, and then of course I would say the name of the lady and our Apple phones, and tell her to switch songs or put the volume up, and it just wouldn't happen because I wasn't. It wouldn't capture my voice, even though I was getting pretty loud. I was like practically yelling and nothing would happen. Um, and that's the reason why I got this guy, because I could, like I said, this guy is waterproof and dust proof, where I could have it in the shower and let it get wet and it'll be fine. I could skip songs, I could go to a previous song, put the volume up or down, whatever I want to do. I could literally have it in the shower with me and not have to worry about it getting wet. So I'm gonna keep on testing this guy out, and I'll let you guys know at the end of this video what I think about it after doing some more testing with this little guy. But I'm excited for it. I've tested this thing out for a week already, and let me tell you, I love it. I like it. Um, I've had it in the shower multiple times, of course, throughout the whole week, and it has that power that I've been missing with the other one. Um, so it got wet. It was perfectly fine. Nothing happened to it. I did, after I got it out the shower, I just dried it off a little bit just to make sure, keeping it nice and clean. I did use it outside. And of course, since you're outside, there's more space. Some of the power did get lost, but it still sounded great. It still sounded amazing. I used it while I was like doing some car work. Usually I would use the big guy, the bigger guy, the one that I showed you guys earlier. I would use him because he does have that oomph, that power, and it being outside is just crazy with that one. Um, Even like having it for a nice little gathering, this guy wouldn't be bad, where you just want to play some music, you don't want it to be too loud. I mean, even though this guy does get loud, he does get loud, but like let's say you just don't want it to be too loud, overpowering, you could have this guy around. And if you don't, with the other one, I know it gets kind of annoying that it's so big, you carry it around. You could have this little guy and he'll get the job done too. So if you have a little gathering, whatever, you know now, with I'm gonna say the holidays coming up, but it's not really the holidays coming up. But even like, let's say for the holidays, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Friendsgiving, or any like little gathering that you guys want, this guy will do it for you guys. And plus, like how he said, you guys could have two devices connected, so you could go from one person to the next, or you could even have like a little music battle off and see who has the better songs or whatever, or whatever you guys want to do. I do a versus, so this guy definitely is amazing. And one thing I did forget to mention previously, I have had my fair share of speakers. Like I said, the Beats that's back there, the Beats boombox. I've had, like I said, the Beats Beats Pill Plus, the little JBL that you guys saw. I've had Altic Lansing, so I've had my fair share of speakers, but for some reason now I'm sticking to JBL because JBL, that's what they do. They do sound, and they've done a great job, from what I've heard with my own ears, of course. So yeah, so if you guys are looking for something where it's nice, compact, and still has power, and you guys want to see, want to use it in the beach, pool, whatever, without you being afraid of it getting wet, get this guy right here, because I'm liking it. I really do like it. So that's it. JBL Charge 5. And like I said, it's just all my opinion, my review, what I like. So hopefully you guys make the right decision of what you guys want to get, I guess. So see you guys on the next unboxing, review, whatever it might be.